How's it going, everybody? I really appreciate you tuning in, watching this video. So I didn't want to take up too much of your time, but what I really want to talk about on this topic is specifically not just your monthly mortgage amount, but what creates that monthly mortgage amount. There's different things that's calculated in that monthly mortgage that gives you the amount. So instead of just saying, hey, your monthly mortgage is $1,500 or $1,300, I really want to break down for you guys exactly what is in those costs that create that monthly mortgage amount. And then also, it'll also show you the difference between going FHA and also the difference between going conventional, because your monthly mortgage amount will be different based on whether you're going FHA or whether you're going conventional. So just to make easy numbers for everybody, I just did an assumption of a purchase price of $150,000 with an interest rate of 5%. Now again, based on your credit, based on your income, based on your pre-approval, it can be higher than 5% or it could be lower than 5%. But again, I'm just using 5% just as a general number. And then also it's based on a 30-year term. So for 30 after 30 years, your mortgage is completely paid off. And I got it broken down between FHA and conventional. So here are the main four things that's included in your monthly mortgage amount. So you got your principal, P&I, what's called principal and interest. So that's pretty much the principal amount, $150,000, plus the 5% interest that you also have on there as well. So that's what P&I stands for. Insurance, you're never going to be able to buy a home without being able to show proof to the lender that you do have, as soon as you close on this property, you have a homeowner's insurance policy, that will go into effect. The bank is not going to finalize and close that deal for you to move into that home without at least seeing proof that you will have this home insured as well, God forbid anything happens. So that's what that cost is in there as well. Now that cost can be a little higher or lower depending on your quoted policy. Again, these numbers are not exact science. This is just for a specific $150,000 home with specific property taxes in a certain area of Chicago. Taxes. This is where it can literally make or break your monthly mortgage. Depending on where you are trying to purchase that home, if the property taxes are $7,000 to $8,000 to $9,000, or if the property taxes are $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000, it can easily be a difference of an extra $100 to $200 in your monthly mortgage just based on the property taxes. A lot of times people want to get a nice home in a nice area, which is fine, but you're not paying attention to those property taxes. And again, that can be the difference of you paying an extra $300, $400. You can get the same exact type of home in Chicago, and if you were able to mold it, lift it out the ground, and plant that same property in Tinley Park, your mortgage would be drastically more because of the property tax. It has nothing to do with the home. The type of home has everything to do with the area that home is being purchased in. These are the property taxes for that area. So you really want to make sure you're paying attention to that. And then PMI. So PMI is your private mortgage insurance. So now, on average, standard with conventional financing, you're going to pay at least 20% down payment. Now, please don't be afraid. You can close deals, and my mortgage lender, Corey Singleton with Loan Depot, has been able to close deals before for clients with 5% down payment or 10% down payment with their conventional loan. Now, anytime you're paying anything less than 20% in your down payment for that deal, that bank is also going to have private mortgage insurance. So because you're not paying the standard 20%, you're considered a higher risk to the bank. Because instead of you putting $20,000 down on a, let's say $100,000 home, you're only putting $10,000 down, $5,000 down. So you're now considered more of a risk. So in order for them to feel more secure about the risk that they're taking, you're going to have a private mortgage insurance added into this monthly amount in your mortgage. Now, as you can see, it's only $59.63, but obviously if you do the math, you want to make sure you look at that to determine, like, hey, do I have the money to pay an extra $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in your down payment amount so you can get 20% as a down payment? Or if that extra $60, $70, $80, whatever the private mortgage insurance comes out to, if that is not going to affect your budget that much, then you can only, then if that option is available, you can do only 10% or 5% down on a conventional loan If the lender has been able to show you that you can do that, while at the same time you might be able to use that extra 5-10% on furnishing your home. So you just want to make sure you're aware of all of the factors going into it. Now again, with this conventional, what I did to calculate these numbers, I just did a 10%, assuming that the customer did 10% down payment on the conventional loan. So with that 10%, that brings a down payment of $15,000 on a $150,000 home. So this is what you would estimate to have to bring to closing, $22,278. That is including the $15,000 down payment plus the standard closing costs as well associated with purchasing a home as well. Now, if you switch over to FHA, with FHA is more attractive because you only got to put 3.5% down. However, here's the major difference. With FHA financing, you now have more monthly and private mortgage insurance, because with FHA, with only putting 3.5% down, you're really considered a real big risk to the banks. So now, instead of it being only $59.63, it has changed from $102.53 in your monthly mortgage. So while FHA is great because you only got to put 3.5% down, make sure that you're factoring in the fact that your mortgage insurance premium, because you're going FHA, is going to be a lot higher than with conventional. As you can see, the taxes stayed the same. As you can see, the insurance stayed the same. But also, as you can see, the principal and interest was a little bit higher with FHA than with conventional. And the reason being, again, is because this was based off of putting down 10% on a conventional loan versus this one is based off of only putting down 3.5%. So that's why your mortgage is a little bit more. As you see, this monthly mortgage with FHA is $1,151. As you can see, with conventional, it's only $1,042. So you just want to make sure you're looking at this information. And at the very bottom, to bring the close with FHA, you bring in $11,105 to closing. That is including the $5,250,000 down payment, which is 3.5% of $150,000. Again, these numbers are not set in the stone. I wanted to use an example so you can be able to make sure that you calculate these numbers yourself and know what you can afford. Because just because 3.5% for FHA sounds great, that doesn't 100% mean that it's going to be the best thing for your monthly budget every single month, because it's based on your income and it's based on your situation. So you want to make sure you have all of these numbers. Also, too, this is not including any closing credit being brought to the table. Not including that at all. I'll do a separate video on that as well, but this is not including any closing cost credit. But if you did have $3,000, $4,000 in closing credit, now that's $3,000, $4,000 less that you got to bring to the closing table. Same with FHA, but I'll do another video expanding on that. So again, like I said, I didn't want to take up too much of your time. If you can, make sure you pause this video. Make sure you write down all this information so you can be able to now apply this for yourself as well to make sure you can see which works best for you. If you got any other questions or concerns, definitely feel free to reach out to me via my website, which should be at the bottom of this video. Also, if you know any friends or family members that you know would love to have this information for free, just make sure that you share this information with them as well. And if you need any more questions answered, or if you need to go back to any other home buying process videos, make sure you go to the website below as well and click the tab that says home buying process, and that way you can see all the videos that I have created for the home buying process. So again, until next time, you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you.